the joys of spring. Good morning everyone, how are we all doing today? Well, this is my first video that I'm recording of 2026. As you probably gather, I'm not a winter person. I don't particularly like hiking in the winter, and I certainly don't like camping in the winter. I should imagine that you've gathered from the title of the video where we are today. We're at Grindleford railway station in Derbyshire. Now, if you want to come walking here, this area, it's called the Hope Valley, and there are quite a lot of railway stations along there, and it's on the main Manchester to Sheffield line. So there are plenty of stations you can stop at, loads and loads of places to go hiking, and it's a really great place if you want to come. Now, what are my plans for today? Well, I think we'll take a look at the route I'm planning to take, and then we'll take it from there. Right, for today's route we're going to start outside the cafe at Grindleford railway station and make our way up through Padley Gorge alongside Burbage Brook. You can go up either side of the brook. We're going up the left hand side, and once at the top we'll cross over the A6187 up onto Hathersage Moor. There are the remains of an Iron Age hill fort up here, so we'll have a look at that while we're here. Before we cross to Higgertoe, take a quick look from there, and then we'll head down into Hathersage. And once we're there, I think we'll pay a visit to the church there. Now, if you know, you know. If you don't know, I think you'll be quite surprised at one of the graves in the churchyard. I'll say no more for now. Here we are, just approaching the church. From there we'll head through Hathersage and probably stop somewhere for some refreshments before we head back down over the railway line and onto the banks of the River Derwent. We'll follow that up for a little while along the Derwent Valley Heritage Trail. We'll then head up through some woodland, back across the railway line again, through the small hamlet of Upper Padley and back to the cafe. That's the route for today. We'll see how we get on. Right, so that's the route we're planning to take. Hopefully it'll all go well. Now, the weather this morning, it has been raining quite a bit on the way here. It is quite chilly as well. The car temperature said it was 5 degrees on the way here. So I'll probably be keeping wrapped up most of the day. It has forecast rain on and off. I don't think it's going to get much warmer, about 11 degrees I believe. So we'll see how we get on with that. It's not a long walk today, it's only just over 8 miles, so should be a good one. But first of all, I'm going to get some sustenance, would you believe. There is a cafe here at the railway station that do breakfasts, they do lunches. They open at about 9 o'clock in the morning, I believe, and they carry on through until about 4 o'clock. So, like I say, you can get breakfast and lunches here. As for parking, there is quite a lot of parking here. but it does get very, very busy in the summer months, particularly at weekends. So I'd suggest you arrive here early if you're going to get some parking. It is private parking. It's £4.40 for all day parking, which I don't think is too bad for the Peak District. So anyway, off to get some sustenance. Right, so that's a cafe there. It cost £10 for that breakfast. Well worth it. I'm absolutely stuffed now. So the way we're going, if you come across this bridge, turn right out of the cafe, and we're heading off up that way. Obviously down here, that's Grindleford railway station itself. It's only a short walk away. Over the other side, there's a big, long, dark tunnel. It says it's 6,230 yards long, Totley Tunnel. I've been through that myself a few times. Yeah, you don't actually go through that gate, just to the right of it here. A little gap in the wall that you go through. Oop, if I can get through after that breakfast. And then you've got your sign here for Longshore Estate via Padley Gorge. And that's the way we're heading. Right, so you just follow the Burbage Brook. You can't really get lost. You follow it for about 200 or 300 yards. It's slightly uphill, lots of intertwining paths. And then you get to this point up here. There's some steps leading down. Keep an eye out for them. And then I don't know if you can just make it there. There's a bridge onto the other side of Padley Gorge. That's the way we're heading. I'll just go down these steps. They are a bit slippy this morning with the rain that we've had, so take a little bit of care. Thankfully it has stopped raining, so that's good. And this is the bridge across. You can go up the right hand side of Padley Gorge if you want, but I've decided to go up the left hand side. The Burbage Brook is looking pretty good this morning with the rain we've had. Plenty of water in there. And then we've got a little bit of a steep uphill. We've got some steps going up. Let's get up here. It's quite steep, this little bit. And it just carries on up for a little while. Yeah, the trees are like this all the way up. All gnarly and spooky. It's a very spooky forest. Well, I saw this tree stump and I thought it looked like a snake from a distance. When you get closer, if you look, people have pressed coins all the way into it, I presume for good luck or something like that. But from a distance it looks like a snake with all the scales. Yeah, all the way up here, up Padley Gorge, you get these little waterfalls. They're all the way up really, because as I say, you're coming uphill and the river's going downhill, or Burbage Brook is. Absolutely gorgeous. And as you can see, the trees are thinning out. We're coming out of Padley Gorge now and up onto the moors. Yeah, as you can see, we're coming out up onto the moors now. At the top end up here, there's another bridge across. So, and somewhere, I don't know if you can make them out up there, there's some cars parked up there. That's the road we came down in on. It is free parking, but it does get full up pretty quick. There's a limit of cars that can park up there. But yeah, over in the distance there, I don't know if you can make it out, it's up over there, that's Burbage Edge. Been up there a few times. Some nice spectacular views from up there. But we're not heading that way today. We're heading up that way. Right, so this road here is the A6187. I'm sure many of you have been travelled along it. It's the main road from Sheffield to Hathersage and Castleton. Popular with cyclists. Where I've got to try and get across here without getting killed. I think we're going to be alright after this cyclist in car. Morning. There we go. Right. There's public footpath. This is the way we're heading up onto Hathersage Moor. Got a gate to negotiate first. What's that say? Linda Barrett. Oh, it's a little plaque for someone. Right, how do we get through? Which one of these gates? If you're a big lad or lass, it's a bit of a tight squeeze. Oh no, do we go that way or do we go that way? A bit of map checking I'll have to do. So this that you can see in front of me, this is Carl's Walk Fort, it's called. It's Carl as in the name, Walk, W-A-R-K, and obviously Fort. It's believed to be an Iron Age hill fort, dating from probably the 8th to the 5th centuries BC. However, there's been no evidence at all found to confirm that it is Iron Age. So it could be from another period of time. They just don't know, they're just presuming it's Iron Age. An interesting fact about it, I don't know if you heard of a film called The Princess Bride. I think it was from the 80s or 90s, correct me if I'm wrong, I've never watched it myself. But one of the scenes from the film was filmed up there. So I'm going to head up there, have a look at it, see what there is to see. Oh, I forgot to mention about the name Carl's Walk. It's not named after a person. It's believed the term Carl's Walk is from the Old Norse, meaning I believe it's old man's fort, and the old man being the devil himself. Ooh. Right, so we're just coming up onto Carl's Walk Fort now. I hope you can hear me okay. It's quite breezy up here and it is a biting wind. This is a little interesting pathway through these rocks. I wonder if this was an entranceway, although it's probably too narrow to be a proper entranceway. Right, I'm first looking round. I can't see any signs of any structures or anything. I'll have a look round. Alright, we do look as though we've got some sort of structure up here. This looks like some sort of wall. Yeah, it's definitely a man-made wall, that. Yeah, there's obviously a banking behind that wall. As for the rest of it, I can't see anything else as yet, but we'll keep looking. Yeah, again, some of these interesting rock formations. Makes you wonder how these rocks got there in the first place. It's obviously from, I don't know, the Ice Age or whenever. I still haven't found any more evidence of any man-made structures. Right, so that could possibly be a wall, I suppose, man-made. And this could possibly be an entranceway into the fort. Let's have a quick look down here. Yeah, you've got possibly walls on both sides for an entranceway. Maybe not. Yeah, that's definitely a wall, a man-made wall running along there. So my impressions of Carl's Walk Fort. Oh, by the way, up there, that's Higator, where we're heading to next. Yeah, the skeptic in me says, is this actually a fort? Or is it just some antiquarian that's decided to call it a fort? Who knows? Right, so we're up on the top of Higator now, looking across to Carl's Walk Fort. And I suppose it does look sort of fort shaped, with that one wall at the front there. But again, I'm just being sceptical. Must admit though, you get some spectacular views from up round here. And the sun's come out a little bit, even though it's still blowing a gale and bitterly cold. Yeah, there are some amazing rock formations up round here. Like I say, I hope you can hear me because of the wind. Oh dear. I mean, that down there, that looks as though it could be man-made, although it obviously isn't. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, look at that. How the hell did those rocks get like that? Absolutely amazing. Yeah, again, some spectacular views from this end of Higator. Over there, I don't know if you can make out Hope Cement Works. Just down in the foreground, you just about make it out down there. That's Hathersage, and you can just about see the church that we're going to. But yeah, you can see right across Mamtor and everywhere. Absolutely stunning. Right, first bit of wildlife I've come across today. Some cows across there. Not causing me any bother. Not seen any sheep at all. I'm presuming, with it being lambing season, they're all down at the farms and what have you, so they're well enough away not to give me any bother. But oh dear, I've just looked further down the path. There are some cows down there as well, so we'll see how we get on with them. Right, let's see how we get on with these cows. This one's got some big horns. This first one, hope it's friendly. Hello then. How are we doing? Hey up then, you're friendly enough, aren't you? Not going to give me any bother. How about your friends down here? Oh, you've got some horns as well. Hey up, what's going off? Don't like it when they start running. Oh, there's a little calf there next to mummy. Now that's the time you've got to be careful, because they'll protect the calves. Right, so we're just coming down into Hathersage now. Just directly in front of me, you can just make out the steeple of the church. Yeah, we're going to pay a visit to that church. As I said in the route plan that I showed at the beginning, there is a rather interesting grave there that some of you will know about and some of you won't. I think it might be a little bit of a surprise. Right, so just before we get into Hathersage, we've hit a little bit of a problem. I've been coming down that path you can see up there, thinking I was on the right path, but then it peters out just here, there's nothing. I think what I've missed could have been on that, I don't know if you can see that little tarmac road coming down there. Now, the only way I can see of getting to that tarmac road is via this barbed wire fence. Now, do I go over or do I go under? Looking at the height of it, I think going over is a no-no. My crown jewels might get caught, shall we say. So I'm going to have to crawl underneath. It's only about 18 inches high. Oh. 2 foot at most. Let's have a look. Oh my god. I'm gonna get caught on something, I know I am. Oh. No, we've done it. Yay. We've survived. Right, so we're now at Hathersage Church. Not sure how you get in. I presume it's somewhere around the front here. And let's go and see if we can find this grave that I've been banging on about. Alright, so where's this grave then? Let's have a look. Main entrance to the church. Let's have a look. I think it might be down here. Ah, this is it. That says, the care of this grave was undertaken by the Ancient Order of Foresters Friendly Society, June 24th, 1929. If you can make that out. Here we go. Here lies buried Little John, the friend and lieutenant of Robin Hood. He died in a cottage, now destroyed, to the east of the churchyard. The grave is marked by this old headstone and footstone and is underneath this old yew tree. Right, so there you go. Little John's grave. I bet you weren't expecting that. Now, does that beg the question? Is the legend of Robin Hood a myth, or is there some truth to it? We shall never know. Right, so come down into Athersidge now, into the main road. It does get very, very busy, although it's not too bad at the moment. The first thing you come to is the Alp Kit store. If you need any gear from them, I understand that they actually went into liquidation a short while ago, but that they have been taken over. So hopefully, yeah, the store's open there, that's the entrance. There's loads of outdoor stores here and all the facilities you could require. Now the facility I require at the moment is some refreshments, so I think we'll have to find somewhere and pop in for a pint or two.
Five minutes later.
I've come out of the Athersidge now. Got a little bit of road walking to do until you come to the River Derwent, and we'll be following the River Derwent probably for a couple of miles now. It takes us virtually all the way back to Grindleford, or the railway station at Grindleford. The refreshments were very nice, I might add. Athersidge itself has got everything you want: shops, pubs, outdoor pursuit centres. You could spend an absolute fortune. Anyway, coming down now onto the banks of the River Derwent, and we're following this for quite a while. Oh my giddy aunt, they're rolling. I don't know if you can see that, it's like being on Gladiators, this. Whee. Ooh. Oh, Jesus. So just going to sit down on this tree stump for a little while, a little rest. I noticed, I don't know if you can see them, it's covered in ants. Now, they seem to have half red and half black bodies. Don't want to risk it for a swisket. Right, so we've been following the River Derwent for a little while, and you come to this fork in the path. Now if you take the right hand fork and carry on following the River Derwent, it'll take you into Grindleford village. We don't want to go there because the railway station is about half a mile uphill out of the village. So we're going to take this left hand fork and it should take us back to the railway station. Right, it's just a gentle climb up through the wood and then you come to this bridge which goes to the main railway line. As I say, this railway line is the main railway line between Manchester and Sheffield, so it does get quite busy. So if you have to go across it on one of those like footpath crossings, just be very careful, make sure you check before you go across. And it's just started raining. Deep joy. Right, we're not far away from Grindleford railway station now, back at the start. Thoroughly enjoyed it today, it's been a lovely hike. It was bitterly cold up on top of Igator and what have you, but the sun has come out, although it's just clouding over and we're getting 1 or 2 spots of rain. So I think I've timed it just about perfect. I've been monitoring my progress on the usual apps. When I planned the route it said about 8.5 miles, and according to the apps I've done just short of 11 miles. I've done 1 or 2 little diversions and this, that and the other, 1 or 2 back tracks, but all in all it's been a very good day. Now I've been trying out a new camera today. It's one of these 360 cameras. Yeah, I'm not convinced these 360 cameras are for me and for what I do. I think it's a bit over the top, to be honest. Now for your action sports I bet they're brilliant, but we shall see. I'll see what the footage comes out like. And that's another thing, I've never edited 360 footage before, so I'm a bit apprehensive about that as well. But I'm sure I'll muddle through it and we'll get something. I've also tried to make this video a little bit more polished, shall we say, than the usual stuff that I've done. See what it comes out like. But please leave me a comment. What do you think of the video? Do you think it does look a bit more polished? And what do you think about the footage that I've taken on this 360 camera? Is it a little bit better? Is it a little bit worse? Is it about the same? Let me know. Anyway, we're just about to get back to the railway station and that's the end of today's video. Now what have I got coming up? In about, I think it's 3 weeks time, May Day bank holiday, I'm going up to the Lake District with the Officially Smashed It hiking club. Now the lady who organises our hikes and everything, Kerry, it's her birthday, so I think there's about 19 of us going up there. We're going to do a couple of hikes. I think the plan is one day to do Great Gable and the other day to do Scarfell Pike. I've never actually been hiking in the Lake District before, so I'm really looking forward to it. Got 3 nights camping there. There may be another tent review. There might not. We shall see. After that, in the summer, later on in May, I'm going to Thailand for 2 weeks. I might do a couple of hikes there, but one of the trips I'm doing while I'm there is up to an area called Kanchanaburi. Now that's where the bridge over the River Kwai is. I'm going up there for a couple of nights, 3 days. It is an organised trip and we are visiting lots of spots and obviously the bridge over the River Kwai itself. So I'll probably film that. Then in the summer, I'm hoping in July, I think it is, to do the White Peak Loop, which is a 42-mile circular loop in Derbyshire. I'm hoping to do it in 2 days. That's going to be a tough one, I think. Although this White Peak Loop, it's only actually been open since last year, and it's been open primarily as a cycle track, so I'm hoping it's not going to be too difficult. But yeah, I'm hoping to do that in a couple of days, and we'll see how we get on with that. I'll obviously be going out on some day hikes as well, so look out for them. And I'd just like to thank everybody for watching the video. If you have liked it, as usual, please give it a thumbs up. It does help my channel. And if you want to see some more content, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. It is free, it don't cost you anything. And hopefully we'll get some more content on there. But for now, thanks everybody for watching.